Well, Brett, if you made any winter preparations around your home, just leave them in place.
Yeah, one more night tonight. Maybe again tomorrow night, but for sure tonight, especially leaving the faucets dripping, the cabinets open, because tonight we could get down maybe as cold as last night. There's a chance to be a little bit colder than last night. So, yeah, it's going to be another frigid night. That's why we have the extreme cold warning and the weather impact alert still in place. All right, I wanted to go back over the last 48 hours and just kind of show you how this whole thing evolved for us. We had really two parts of the storm. We had the little feature that came through Saturday morning with some freezing rain and sleet right there. Then the main show really erupted Saturday night with heavy sleet. It was pouring sleet at times and more freezing rain. And just to the south of Tyler, of course, we know Cherokee County, parts of Rusk County, into Panola, Shelby County, the hardest hit out of this storm. But we had 1 to 2 to 3, even 3 inches of freezing rain across the area. But Mount Enterprise seems to have taken the brunt of this. 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. That is ice accumulating on the trees. Over towards Center in Shelby County, 1/2 inch of freezing rain reported there. Henderson, about 3/10 of an inch of freezing rain. Chapel Hill out to the east of Tyler, 1/4 inch of freezing rain. And Marshall had about 1/4 inch of freezing rain. When it came to sleet accumulations reported to the National Weather Service, Henderson 3.5 inches of sleet. Ore City, 3.5 inches of sleet. Tatum, about 1.5 inches. Chapel Hill, about 1.5 inches. And Liberty City in Smith County, about 1 inch of sleet. And the winter storm alerts are all up and down now the southeastern part of the United States. Most of this is either extreme cold warnings or cold weather advisories. And it's easy to tell why. Look at these wind chill values right now. 8 below is what it feels like in Chicago. It feels like 5 below at Louisville, 11 at Memphis. And in Houston, it feels as cold as 31 degrees. So overnight tonight, wind chills are going to be a big part of the story for us. This is 1 a.m. We'll throw these wind chills into motion. You can see we already have some single-digit wind chills out there at Emory and Sulphur Springs. Wind chill values tonight dropping to as cold as about 10 in Henderson, Jacksonville around 12, and then tomorrow morning with that west-southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour, still feels pretty cold, about 25. I think the air temperature by 11 o'clock tomorrow can sneak above freezing. So it's another 4 Ps kind of night for us. People, pets, pipes, and plants for sure. And those pipes, again, will be at risk. Those outside exposed pipes, I would leave the pipes dripping again tonight, and I would also leave those cabinets open. That really helped me out last night. I think it'll help out a lot of folks. All right, near record lows tonight. We're forecasting a low of 17 in Tyler tonight. The record low is 13, set back in 1963. Longview's forecast low of 15, just 2 degrees off the record low of 1904. And Lufkin should set a new record low, dipping to 17. The record low there, 20, set back in 1940. All right, future Skycast. Why are we going to be so cold tonight? The high pressure system sitting almost right over East Texas. On top of that, you've got clear skies. And also, when you have ice and sleet on the ground, that can help to chill the air temperature just above it. And that's why down at Jacksonville and Henderson, we might see the coldest temperatures out of any spot. But going forward, tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies as more Pacific moisture streams back in here. Then Wednesday morning, waking up with sunshine. Another bout of Pacific moisture coming in Wednesday into Thursday. A little warm front moves through here. So Thursday, we could see temperatures pop to about 50 degrees. But here comes a little storm. I don't think it creates much except for maybe a few showers in deep East Texas. But behind that, very cold air spilling in here for the weekend. Here's your Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 7-day forecast. So 17 tonight, colder in outlying areas away from Tyler. 44 tomorrow. A lot of melting going on tomorrow night, but we could, or tomorrow I should say. But tomorrow night we could see a little bit of refreezing back down to about 24 Wednesday. However, most of this should be melted and a lot of it could be dried off the streets. Let's hope for that tomorrow. 48 Wednesday, 56 Thursday. Here comes our next bout of cold air coming in Friday, 43. And then Saturday morning down to 23, a high Saturday of just 33. But I got to tell you, that's a waste of some good cold air. 33 and sunny. To me, if it's going to be cold, I like when it gives us a little snow around East Texas, but none of that showing up in the next 7 days.